Welcome back. In sports news, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will begin preparations for the must-win Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Congo-Brazzaville on Monday, following the arrival of all invited domestic league players in Abuja. The players in camp include goalkeeper Chigozie Agbim, Warri Wolves skipper Azubike Egoke, Solomon Kwambe, Edwok, Nasarawa United's Tony Ejomari, Christian Ighodalo, Bolaon Salami, and newcomer Kingsley Shokari. Enyimba international midfielder Shokari is the latest addition to the 25-man list after an impressive showing against the Black Meteors of Ghana on Friday. Coach Stephen Keshi has given until tomorrow for all invited foreign players to be in camp. In the English Premier League, Arsenal were this evening denied their 5th win of the season when Swansea came from behind with 2 late goals to claim a memorable win at the Liberty Stadium. Arsenal took the lead from Alexis Sanchez, but a stunning Gylfi Sigurdsson free kick and a fine header from substitute Bafétimbi Gomez sealed Swansea's victory. Newcastle enjoyed a comfortable 2-0 win over West Brom thanks to goals from Ayos Perez and Fabrizio Coloccini to move 8th on the league table. In other games, Leighton Baines scored from the penalty spot as Everton came from behind to claim a hard-fought 1-0 draw against Sunderland at the Stadium of Lights. Tottenham's woes were at White Hart Lane took another turn for the worse as Mauricio Pochettino's side slumped to a 2-1 defeat to Stoke City. In tennis, Japan's Kei Nishikori made a perfect start at the ATP World Tour Finals with a 6-4, 6-4 win over home favourite Andy Murray in London. Sunday's opening group match of the elite season began slowly, but Nishikori found his range, dominating the 2-time Grand Slam champion in front of a sellout crowd at the spectacular O2 Arena. Nishikori battled back from dropping serve in the 5th game of the opening set to beat Murray twice. It is Nishikori's first victory over Murray in 4 attempts. And world number 4 Petra Kvitova sealed the 3rd cup title for the Czech Republic, beating Angelique Kerber 7-6, 4-6, 6-4 to give her country an unbeatable 3-0 lead over Germany in the final. Kvitova came from behind in the first and final set of the 3-hour match, outlasting the 10th ranked German player and leading the Czechs to their 3rd success in the last 4 years. The 3-0 victory, 3-love victory, came after Kvitova and Lucy Safarova beat Kerber and Andrea Petkovic in Saturday's opening matches to lead 2-0. The loss was a bitter pill for Germany, who have not won the 3rd cup since Steffi Graf led them to the 1992 title. And after dramatically clinching the WGC HSBC Champions Tournament earlier today, American Bubba Watson says it means a lot for him to win outside the United States. Watson sank a 30-meter bunker shot for eagle at the par 5 18th to earn a spot in a playoff, and then drained a lengthy birdie putt on the same hole minutes later to add another big title to his resume. He holed from about 6 meters of the first extra hole to edge South African Tim Clark after the pair finished tied on 11 under par 277 at Sheeson Golf Club. On the foreign scene, but away from sports news, thousands of Germans today celebrated 25 years since the fall of the Berlin Wall. Built in 1961, the wall was meant to stop people fleeing the communist East. Its fall in 1989 became a powerful symbol of the end of the Cold War. German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who grew up in East Germany, joined other officials in laying roses in one of the remaining sections of the wall. The release of balloons marking celebrations 25 years after the Berlin Wall, when East and West Germany stood on opposite sides of an ideology. The white balloons perched on 3.6-meter poles to match the height of the wall and stretching for 15 kilometers. German Chancellor Angela Merkel, President Joachim Gauck and dignitaries joined revelers at Brandenburg Gate as the evening program wrapping up activities marking the fall of the wall progressed. Speaking at the opening of the new information center about the wall, Ms. Merkel said it was easy to forget what had happened and it was important to remember. The wall stretched for 155 kilometers through Berlin, but today only about 3 kilometers of it still stands. Within a year of the collapse of the wall, Germany, divided after its defeat in World War II, was reunited. A minute of silence was observed to honor the memory of some 138 people who were killed while trying to escape to West Berlin. Meanwhile, the evening music lineup was stopped by British singer and human rights activist Peter Gabriel, who sung a rendition of David Bowie's Heroes, accompanied by the Berlin State Opera. Meanwhile, U.S. President Barack Obama says U.S. mission against ISIS will be taking on a new phase. He explained this in an interview with CBS, describing the new phase to involve 1,500 new troops of non-combat advisors on the ground. He says their role will be to assist and advise the country's army and will not be involved in combat operations. He said the airstrikes have been very effective in degrading ISIS capabilities and slowing the advance that they are making, paving the way for ground troops that can start pushing them back. Meanwhile, families of the two Americans released from months of detention in North Korea are overjoyed at having them back. Todd Miller and Kenneth Bae were accompanied by U.S. Director of National Intelligence James Clapper. He had traveled to North Korea for direct talks with the authorities. A third U.S. citizen, Jeffrey Fall, was freed last month, and no Americans are now being held in North Korea. The plane carrying the two men landed at a military base near Tacoma in Washington state late on Saturday. U.S. President Barack Obama said he was grateful for their safe return. And the main news again, Channels Television again has won the Station of the Year award for a record 9th time. The award was conferred on the station by the Nigeria Media Merit Awards at the International Convention Center in Owerri, the Imo State capital. Also, Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Channels Television, Mr. John Momoh, received a Planet Africa Award for Excellence in Leadership. The award, which was organized by Silver Trust Communications, took place at the Grand Victorian Convention Center in Toronto, Canada. This comes just about a month after Mr. Momoh was honored with the Constituency for Africa's Excellence in Journalism Award in Washington, D.C., in recognition of his contribution to journalism in Nigeria. Channels Television was also in February this year named the best TV station in Africa. And that's News at 10. Of course, you know we couldn't have done it without you, our viewers at home. Thank you so much for supporting us. And thanks again to Channels Television for the opportunity to serve. That's News at 10 tonight. This award is for everyone. Thanks for watching. I am Amarat Shivani. Good night.